Hitting around a 2-ounce ball with a racket may not seem like much fun to a lot of people, but it's estimated that 12 million people around the world either play tennis for a team or by themselves just for the enjoyment. Throughout history, it has been played for different reasons, whether it was to have fun or to win. Once the rules and regulations are understood, all that is needed is a racket and a ball. Tennis has been enjoyed by children and adults for thousands of years. Although tennis was started thousands of years ago by European monks, it wasn't until the 1850s with the invention of the tennis ball that tennis became widely popular. According to eTennis.org, in 2009, there were two types of tennis, real tennis and lawn tennis. Real tennis was played indoors with a ball made up of wool, hair, and cork surrounded by leather and string. The players hit the ball at an angled wall to get it back to the opponent. The most popular type of tennis was lawn tennis, which is still played today. Charles Goodyear invented a new rubber called vulcanized rubber that stopped usual rubber from deteriorating. With this new rubber, a new ball was created. It could be used on lawn courts and without walls. The very first racket ever used was the tennis player's own hands. Because this was painful, paddles and wet gloves became very popular. The first actual racket was teardrop-shaped with strings made of gut materials. The handles were extremely long in hopes of getting a better grip. According to BriefHistory.net in 2011, the features of the first racket proved undesirable by the 1940s. In the 1960s, Wilson Sporting Goods created a metal racket, but because it used double strings, it was said to be too excessive and became forbidden. Wilson Sporting Goods decided to start using aluminum and graphite, with wider frames and larger heads. Graphite became the most popular and is still used today. As tennis became more and more popular, rules had to be established. According to TennisTips.org in 2009, the two ways to play a match are a singles match or a doubles match. In a singles match, one person is on one side of the net and their opponent is on the opposite side of the net. To begin, a warm-up is held and both of the players have to decide when they are ready. To determine who is going to serve, the usual method is to spin a racket and choose up or down. Whoever wins the spin gets to determine what side they want to start on or if they are going to serve first. In a doubles match, there are 4 people on the court. One person and their partner on one side, and the opponent and their partner on the other side of the court. A doubles match is started the same way until it is time to serve. The partner selected to serve first have to choose which one is going to serve, and the next person will serve the next game. One partner stays at the net on the opposite side of the court. The partners on the other side of the court have to decide who's going to play forehand and who's going to play backhand. The person doing forehand will return the serve first. In both singles and doubles, the person serving has to announce the score. The score of every match to begin is 0-0 love all, or 0-all. After love, the score goes 15-30-40 game. If it is tied at 40-40, it is deuce. If the person serving gets the point after deuce, the score is add in. If the returning side gets the point after deuce, it is called add out. Each game has to be won by 2 points. After each game, the scores are added up, and if it is odd, they have to switch sides. If the scores are even, then they stay on the same side. These rules and regulations are displayed best by the players of 2011. They may not be the highest paid or number one. Novak Djokovic, the winner of 2011 men's Wimbledon against Rafael Nadal, won within just 4 sets and ended Nadal's Wimbledon record according to the July 3, 2011 edition of The Guardian by reporter Jacob Steinberg. According to the July 2, 2011 edition of the Bleacher Report by reporter Ryan Radnansky, unlike Djokovic, Petra Novak won the Women's Champion 2011 Wimbledon against Maria Sharapova in just 2 sets. By winning Wimbledon, these athletes have made themselves icons all over America and completed a feat that all young players want to accomplish but few will ever achieve. Tennis may be the oldest and greatest sport, even though some people may not understand it or even like it. Once played by wealthy people in country clubs, it has spread across the world and enjoyed by all different types of people. It may not seem like a lot to learn and play a match, or to hit around a 2-ounce ball, but for Djokovic and Kvitova, it isn't just for enjoyment, it is their life.